Have you ever noticed how the body changes after 50? Constant fatigue, duller skin, slower metabolism. Many people think that's just normal. But what if I told you that Buddhist monks use just 4 simple foods to slow aging and keep the body light, strong, and balanced even as the years go by? The ancient wisdom of Buddhism holds natural secrets that can transform your energy and your health. And the best part, you can start today without medications or expensive formulas. Most people believe that after 50, everything starts to go downhill. But that's an old and mistaken belief. Aging doesn't have to mean decline. What you eat can either accelerate or slow down that process. And that's where the monks' teachings come in. They use food as a tool for longevity, vitality, and emotional balance. In this video, you'll discover which foods they use and why they work so well. If you've been feeling more tired, having trouble sleeping, or even experiencing that heavy body sensation, this video is for you. We'll get straight to the point. Clear, practical explanations based on ancient wisdom, with real benefits for your daily life. By the end, you'll understand how just 4 choices in your diet can renew your energy, boost your mood, and slow down the signs of aging. And before we continue, go ahead and hit the like button below, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss content like this. And leave a comment. I choose to age with awareness and health. This powerful affirmation will help you attract good energy and strengthen your commitment to a new phase of life. Lighter, more conscious, and full of vitality. Most people see aging as an inevitable sentence of loss of energy, autonomy, beauty, quality of life. But in the Buddhist tradition, aging is not a punishment, it's a privilege. For them, the body is merely an extension of the mind, and the more wisdom you accumulate over your life, the stronger and more balanced your body can become. Aging well isn't just about genetics or luck, it's about awareness. And that starts with what you put on your plate every day. This perspective changes everything because it takes the power away from chance and puts it back in your hands. What few people know is that Buddhist monks have an extremely mindful eating routine designed not only to nourish the body but also to preserve mental clarity, physical vitality, and emotional stability. They don't eat just to satisfy hunger, but to align body and spirit, something modern science is only beginning to understand. Several studies now show how certain foods directly impact our energy levels, mood, and even the rate at which our cells age. In other words, what once seemed too spiritual is now also backed by science. And there's more. While most people are stuck in complicated diets or chasing miracles in expensive pills and supplements, Buddhists follow a simple, minimalist, and natural path. They understand that the secret lies in consistency, lightness, and the quality of what they consume, and that's why they live longer and better. It's common to find monks who are active, healthy, and mentally sharp at 80, 90 years old. They don't wait for the body to get sick to make changes. They live in a state of conscious prevention, grounded in thousands of years of observation and practice. This isn't magic, it's applied wisdom. Now think about this. What if you could apply these same principles practically, at your own pace, and feel the results in just a few days? Imagine waking up with more energy, feeling lighter after meals, sleeping better, and looking in the mirror with that feeling that time is on your side. It all begins with a shift in perspective. Aging can indeed be a powerful journey. And in this video, you're about to discover how to take that first step with 4 foods that embody this philosophy at their core. In the Buddhist tradition, the body is not just a biological machine, but a sacred temple. It is through the body that the spirit is expressed, that self-knowledge happens, and connection with the present deepens. That's why every food consumed carries a purpose: to keep the temple clean, strong, and harmonized. Eating poorly, to them, is like polluting a sacred river. It throws everything out of balance. And this is one of the main differences between Western culture and the Buddhist view. While we often eat out of impulse, haste, or for immediate pleasure, monks eat with intention, awareness, and respect for their own bodies. This mindful eating translates into simple yet profound practices. Before eating, they give thanks. During meals, they eat slowly, savoring each bite, breathing, connecting with every element on the plate. This naturally activates the digestive system, reduces inflammation in the body, and improves nutrient absorption. It may seem small, but this care completely transforms how the body responds to food. Digestion becomes more efficient, the gut functions better, and metabolism self-regulates effortlessly. And as science has already proven, a balanced metabolism is one of the keys to slowing down aging. In addition, monks avoid processed, industrialized foods and anything rich in toxins, all of which accelerate cellular damage and cause silent inflammation. Instead, they choose fresh, natural ingredients packed with medicinal properties, foods that nourish, protect, and renew cells. And here comes the most important point. They don't eat for aesthetics, but for longevity and vitality. Beauty is a consequence, not the goal. And this changes everything because it removes anxiety from the equation and puts the focus on what truly matters: real health from the inside out. And you can start applying this now. All it takes is changing how you view your diet. Each meal is a chance to renew your body, build health, and give your system the right fuel. In the next section, you'll learn about the 4 foods Buddhist monks use to maintain this vitality for decades, even after 50. And once you understand what these ingredients do in the body, you'll wonder why no one ever told you this before. It may sound simple, but green tea is a true natural elixir against aging, and it's one of the pillars of the Buddhist monks' routine. They've been drinking it for centuries, not just for the taste, but for the profound effects it has on the body and mind. Green tea contains catechins, incredibly powerful antioxidants that fight free radicals, the main culprits of cellular aging. And more than that, it helps balance the mind, promotes mental clarity, and reduces stress, which is one of the biggest accelerators of aging. Imagine starting your day with a warm cup of this tea, in silence, breathing deeply. This practice, which may seem small, is loaded with benefits. Green tea boosts metabolism, aids fat burning, improves digestion, and provides energy without causing anxiety spikes like coffee does. It creates a state of presence and vitality that lasts throughout the day. And the best part, it's accessible, natural, and can become a daily self-care ritual. A simple habit with a direct impact on your health, appearance, and vitality. Many people report feeling more energetic, less bloated, and even experiencing better sleep within just a few days of consistent use. This isn't about waiting months to see results. Your body responds quickly when it's nourished intelligently. In fact, this tea is often used by monks before meditation because it helps calm the mind. And that alone transforms how the body handles time and stress. If you haven't started drinking green tea yet, this is your chance to bring into your life an ancient food tested by entire generations of spiritual practitioners and now validated by modern studies. It's no coincidence that populations with high green tea consumption have lower rates of chronic diseases and higher life expectancy. The secret lies in nature, and the Buddha always known that. Few people realize it, but shiitake is a powerful, functional superfood used for centuries in the East to strengthen the immune system, renew body energy, and preserve youth. In Buddhist temples, shiitake is considered one of the most alive foods with high regenerative power. It contains lentinan, a bioactive compound that stimulates the production of defense cells and protects the body from the inside out. In other words, while many seek rejuvenation through their skin, shiitake rejuvenates from within. But why is it so special? because it goes straight to the root of aging, silent inflammation, and weakened immunity. As the years pass, the body becomes more vulnerable to minor infections, chronic pain, and energy depletion. Shiitake acts as a shield, restoring the body's natural balance and promoting a true state of vitality. It's also rich in B vitamins, copper, selenium, and fiber, a nutrient-dense food that's easy to digest. Many people think mushrooms are just a side dish or a gourmet ingredient. But in this case, we're talking about a true natural remedy disguised as food. In fact, some studies show that frequent shiitake consumption may help prevent cardiovascular disease, lower cholesterol, and even slow down degenerative processes. It's no wonder it's one of the most revered foods by monks. Including shiitake in your diet is like giving your body a daily gift of renewal. It can be used in soups, sautéed with vegetables, or even in simple everyday meals. The key is consistency. Few ingredients are as powerful and, at the same time, so versatile. And when you understand that this sacred food can be part of your routine, longevity stops being a distant promise and becomes an accessible reality that starts with your next meal. Among Buddhist monks, ginger is considered one of the most sacred and essential foods for keeping the body in a state of balance. Far more than a spice, it's seen as an internal purifier capable of activating circulation, warming the body, and eliminating toxins that silently accumulate over time. After 50, metabolism naturally slows down, and ginger acts as a natural stimulant that awakens the body without causing strain, even helping with digestion and bowel function. In many ceremonies and rituals, ginger is used in infusions and specific preparations to bring mental clarity, relieve pain, and strengthen the immune system. It has powerful anti-inflammatory effects, comparable in effectiveness to synthetic medications, with the advantage of no side effects. The body responds very well to ginger when consumed regularly. Fewer joint pains, reduced bloating, and even improved breathing. All of this contributes to a general sense of lightness and well-being that's visible even in facial expressions. That's why it's no surprise that it's present in monastery meals. They understand the secret lies in quiet prevention. Instead of waiting to get sick to care for their health, they use ginger as a natural shield that strengthens the body day by day. And the beauty of this approach is in its simplicity. A tea, a slice in a juice, a bit grated into food. Small gestures made with intention that build lasting vitality. To Western eyes, it might just seem like a common route. But for those who understand the power of food as healing, ginger is a true guardian of youth. Those who include it in their routine rarely want to stop, because the effects are felt in the body, mood, and even sleep. It's warm, alive, powerful, everything a mature body needs to stay strong and aligned with life. Passion fruit is much more than a calming fruit. It's a true ally for healthy aging. And that's exactly why it holds a permanent spot in the diets of many Eastern cultures. Rich in antioxidants, B vitamins, vitamin C, and minerals like magnesium, passion fruit helps regulate the nervous system, combats oxidative stress, and promotes a deep state of balance. And when the body is in balance, aging slows down. It's simple. Where there is inner peace, there is cellular renewal. In monasteries, fruits like passion fruit are consumed at specific times of the day, usually during moments of rest and reflection. That's because it has a direct effect on the nervous system, helping reduce anxiety, improve sleep, and calm the mind, fundamental factors for keeping the body young and healthy. After 50, one of the biggest challenges is managing mental and emotional agitation. And that's where passion fruit comes in, as a natural tool to restore a state of presence and well-being. Moreover, passion fruit contains compounds that protect the heart, regulate blood pressure, and improve gut function. Its high fiber content helps the body eliminate toxins, balance blood sugar levels, and maintain a more stable metabolism. In other words, It works from the inside, cleansing and protecting the systems that tend to wear out over time. It's like a natural remedy, straight from nature, sweet, light, and therapeutic. Including passion fruit in your routine is simple. In juice, with the pulp and seeds, or even as a base for natural desserts. Small moments where the food enters the body not just to nourish, but to bring real balance. And when this balance is cultivated regularly, it turns into visible vitality, more energy, more lightness, and more youth in every gesture of your day. Those who discover the power of this fruit rarely see it the same way again. Many people hear this kind of content and think, okay, I get it. But how do I actually apply this in my day-to-day life? And the answer is simpler than it seems. Transformation doesn't happen with huge revolutions, but with small, consistent changes. Introducing these 4 foods, green tea, shiitake, ginger, and passion fruit into your routine, doesn't require extreme effort, just a bit of awareness and presence in your choices. The key is to stop living on autopilot and start eating with intention, like the monks do. You can start with green tea in the morning, replacing coffee or having it right after breakfast. Then include shiitake 2 or 3 times a week, in simple dishes like stir-fries with vegetables or light soups. Ginger can be added to your juice, afternoon tea, or grated into hot meals. As for passion fruit, in addition to helping with sleep, it can be a great natural dessert. At the end of the day, its calming effect will prepare your body for deep, restorative rest. It's the sum of these choices that builds a younger body, day by day. The most important thing to understand is that you don't need to change everything at once. The secret lies in consistency. When you repeat good habits, even small ones, they turn into visible results. More energy, less pain, a lighter mind, more radiant skin. This isn't a magical promise, it's the natural response of a body that's being well cared for. And the most beautiful part is that this change doesn't require extreme sacrifices, rigid diets, or complex formulas. It begins with the decision to treat yourself with more respect, more awareness, and more self-love. Starting today, you have 4 allies that will help you live with more vitality after 50, maintaining your energy, mental clarity, and well-being for many years. And remember, it doesn't matter your age, your health history, or where you're starting from. What matters is the direction. And if you've made it this far, it's because you're ready to walk toward a more balanced, natural, and youthful life inside and out. Now it's up to you. Choose where you'll start and feel time on your side. If you've made it this far, congratulations. That shows you're truly committed to your health, your energy, and your vitality. And because of that, as a reward, I want to reveal to you some simple yet extremely powerful practices that are part of the lifestyle of Buddhist monks' practices that help these men and women live with serenity, clarity, and vigor well into old age. These are habits so accessible that you can start today, at home, without spending a thing. The first is morning silence. Before doing anything, monks spend a few minutes in total silence upon waking. This calms the nervous system, regulates stress hormones, and prepares the mind for a day. You don't need to dive into deep meditation right away. Just wake up, take a deep breath, and avoid your phone, television, or conversations for a few minutes. This simple habit has a deep impact on your energy and mental clarity throughout the day. Another secret is what they call eating with presence. Buddhists chew slowly, in silence, savoring the food, and only eat until they are 70% full. This practice prevents digestive overload, improves nutrient absorption, and prevents silent inflammation. And you can apply this easily. Sit at the table, turn off distractions, and eat as if each meal were a self-care ritual. The difference this makes in your body is impressive. And finally, something few talk about: the power of conscious breathing throughout the day. Buddhist monks pause for just a few seconds, several times a day, simply to inhale and exhale mindfully. This pause oxygenates the brain, slows down brain aging, and reduces tension in the body. Imagine what could happen if you did this between tasks, at work, or before bed. You don't need to change your whole life to start living better. You just need to change how you experience small moments. And the Buddhists know that's where the true secret of lasting youth lies. If you've made it this far, well done. That shows you are truly committed to your health, your vitality, and, above all, to a more conscious life. Most people stop halfway, not because they can't, but because they haven't yet realized that aging well is a daily choice. Today, you've taken an important step. You chose knowledge. You chose to care for your body and your mind with wisdom, and that already places you at a new level of awareness. Now you know that aging with energy, lightness, and clarity is not a privilege for a few. It's a possible path, accessible and simpler than you were led to believe. Start small, with awareness. With respect for your body, turn your diet into a care ritual. Each cup of tea, each piece of ginger, each spoonful of passion fruit can be a gesture of longevity. And over time, you'll realize it's not time that ages you, it's the habits you cultivate. If this video made sense to you, hit the like button now, because that tells me this content needs to keep reaching more people. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, because there's so much good stuff coming your way, always focused on natural health, ancient wisdom, and real well-being. And in the comments write, ****. Youth lives in my awareness. ****. This simple act will connect you with a transformative energy, and it strengthens your commitment to this new way of living, with more lightness and intention. Remember, longevity is not about counting the years. It's about how you choose to live each day. And you've already taken the first step.